This is the continuation of whatever that we were doing in the last class. The last class coverage, we started with the next chapter. It is about the system models, right? In the system models, if you look into that, we talk about the context model, we talked about a behavioral model, we'll be talking about data models, object models, okay, structured methods and all. Then we get into, okay, architectural design aspect. We are mixing all these things together. And somehow maybe in the first chapter also we spoke about the UI related things also. What is a good UI, what is not good UI. Okay, we will try to put all these things and prepare this capsule in a better way, right? And also I told you, as a part of the CTA, you are expected to go through the industry relevant tool, which is a Rational Rose. You can download a trial version, work on that, and try to experience modeling all these things. And as far as the behavioral model is concerned, we have taken a very good example, conducted a session on that, that about the stack related things, how state diagram, we use it to represent a behavior, and how that state diagram as a design system model useful in developing a test cases also. That also we have discussed as a part of your object-oriented programming training program conducted by, right, Rangnath and Rashmi Athinikar and all these things, right? So in this context, I would like to continue. And if you have any questions at any point of time, just you can shoot at me. Now, in the last class, okay, what we have done is we have understood what is the use case, how do we represent the use case, right? And system boundary we told. And a small banking example, we've gone through that one: get balance, withdraw money, maintain ATM, save transactions. So these are all functionality that system provides, which is being put into the boundary, right? And the actors in this, we use the term actor. Actor is the one which provide input or take an output from the system. The actor could be people, okay, it could be a system, it could be software, it could be hardware, it could be anything, right? That's how we call as an actor. Actor, not necessarily a person, okay, please understand that. And also one more thing that we have seen in the last class was, right, how do we name the use case, right? It should speak about an activity: get balance, withdraw money, withdraw, save transactions. Okay, that sounds good. So when you are forming that one, please look into that. So actors are those who provide input or take output of the system, and use cases are nothing but the functionality of the system. Okay, a small case study we will go through now. And the black and white given in the example given in the textbook, we have referred it. And also we said that one, we can package the things, and every package we can explore and try to represent it, right? In this things, right, there is a very interesting thing you can do it. You heard about has and is a relationship, right, in your object orientation or inheritance. Sometimes use cases can be made to inherit certain properties and all. Let me speak about that by pointing here with a red color. All of you see here, right? Now look at that. You have a use case called borrow book successful, right? Borrow books successful. That doesn't sound good to me, right? Please remember, with the authority of, right, I was giving a consultancy on all these things in Satyam Computers long back, probably in the year 2008 and all, right? With that authority, I'm speaking all about that, what is correct and what is wrong. Though it's given in the book, right? We'll say that one, borrow book successfully. Successful, naturally, borrowing book is an activity, is a functionality. Successful or failure, that, okay, that's not a good combination. We'll be using it. Borrow books, use case. Then another one is get an, okay, interlibrary loan. Get an interlibrary loan, a good naming used. Get an interlibrary loan, okay, is inheriting, I mean, extending the feature of borrowing the books. Borrowing the books from your library, borrowing the books from your library, through your library, from other, okay, interlibrary kind of a loan and all, right? So get an interlibrary loan through borrowing the books. Borrowing books features are embedded into this. That's how it gets into. So you can see the important property when you're writing the use case diagram, right, is about use of the term extends. right? And look at that. There is another thing called uses, right? For example, okay, look at this. I'll use change the color, right? Now look at the blue color, right? Uses, extends and uses, right? Get, okay, interlibrary loan uses check library card. Borrow the book uses this check library card. So this is a kind of a modularity that we'd like to bring it when we are framing the use cases. Hope you understand that, right? Ashish, note down that one. Okay, how do you bring a modular approach while in representing the use cases? Right? So modular approaches can be used to, following things. One is extents, other one uses, okay. Third one is packaging. These are all, okay, the facilities available in representing the use case that speaks about a modular approach, right? I could have, okay, put this uh, check library inside the, okay, get, okay, interlibrary loan, and I could have included that in borrow books itself, but that doesn't sound good. You need to segregate all these things and see that one they're all cohesive, right? Check library card is an independent thing. It can be used in either get an interlibrary loan or, okay, borrow the books. In that way, we need to understand this. So what is the take home when you read such things from the textbook? This is from the textbook, right? So extended knowledge for this is, okay, modular approach in use cases. Probably that is not being referred in your textbook, right? Borrowing the, packaging, right? Extends uses. In that way, you can have a very modular approach. Packaging is really modular approach. But when you look at the extend and uses, still you make different functionality independent of each other. Okay, in that way, okay, you have a modular approach. Visualizing functionality in a very modular way, that is also a very important thing that you can get into. Ashish and Arpita, floor is open now for discussion. Did you got an important point in, okay, this? Mano? Ashish and Arpita.
Yes, sir.
Right. I wanted all people, okay, please look into that. Okay, as many as 40. Right. 40 is not a good number.
Yes.
Right. Please, all of you look into that. Probably if it continues, I may have to stop uploading video on this. Right. This video I'll not upload. Right. If next class improves, then only this, okay, class I'll upload. That's how I'll do. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Uploading the video will be delayed by, okay, one class. Right? Got it. If strength is okay, then only it will be uploaded. Otherwise, it will not be. But sorry to
Yes,
say,
sure.
but sorry to say that. Okay, I don't mean this, but I don't have an alternate to ensure that you learn how to go for this. Right? It is something.
Yes.
Okay, this is being something is being called as iron hand in the velvet, okay, glove. Right? This is what is called. Right? Got it. A mother holds a child when teaching how to walk. She holds it so firmly that it doesn't harm a child, but at the same time, she has to. Got it. So, permit me to be your mother. That's all. Got it. Fine.
Yes.
Did I good? Did I convince you that one? Okay, how the modular approach is being used in use cases, right? Okay, in that case, I'll go to the next one. So shall we take a small case study, a few paragraph, and work on that, identifying actor and use cases? Ashish, shall we quickly get into small
Yes.
case?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That will be better.
yeah. Small, okay. Sorry, I'll discard this marking. I will get into one, okay, use case. Sorry, one scenario. So like this scenario will be given to you in the examination, a page scenario, and you have to identify actor and use case by default. Now, what we'll do is we'll keep on reading the first paragraph, and I will, no, I wanted you identify actor and use cases in every line, possible actor and use cases, right? Right, I'll read this. As a head of, okay, information system of, okay, Valley College, you are asked to with developing a new student registration system, right? Any use cases here? Actor use cases? Actor or use cases? Ashish, you can unmute all the time. Arpita, you can unmute all the time and regularly interact with me as if you are talking in front of me.
Yes.
Any actor or use cases here? No. As such, no. Right? As such, no. Right? There are no functionality of the system as such. You don't say registration system. Okay, it's a whole system is been given, but we will look into that. I'll read the next line. Right? See here. The college would like a new client server system to replace its much older system developed around mainframe technology. Right? Any use case? Any actor? No.
No, sir.
Yeah. Right? A new system will allow students to register for course and view report cards from a personal computer attached to the campus. Any use case or any actor? Any use case or any actor? Ashish? Arpita? Arpita, are you connected to this class?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. You both of you unmute and connected with me without a background noise. If a background noise is there, you can mute. Okay, are there any actors? Manoj, sorry, Ashish, can you name the actors in this? Actors in this line? Actors in this line, look at the cursor.
The new statement will allow students to
Name the actor. Name the actor. Name the actor. Okay. Tell me, Manoj. Sorry, Ashish.
the new system.
No. Okay. New system is one which you are developing. It allows the student to register. That means students are giving input. So students, that is a one actor. Look at that. This is one actor, right? Then what about the register course is a use case. View report is a use case. So there are two use cases and one actor in this. What system you are going to develop? It allows student to register. It allows student to view report. So what is the name? What are the names of the use case? Register for course, view report cards. This is the perfect use case name. Is that okay? Ashish?
Yes.
Then we will read next one. Professor will be able to access the system to sign up to teach course as well as record grades. Identify actor and use cases. Arpita, now it is your turn. Professor is an actor, correct. Then actor. Then access, use cases.
Courses.
Courses is not a use cases, right? Use cases are nothing but functionality. They are the activity. They are the services provided by system. Tell me which one, which are.
Sign up.
Correct. Sign up is okay, is an use case. Then
record grades.
Correct, perfectly right. But not teach course. Teach course is not a proper thing. Teaching course is your activity. System will not give a service of teach course kind of things. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Probably one more question you may get it. Consider the following statement. Professor will be able to access the system to sign up to teach courses as well as record grades. In this, okay, actor is and use cases are dash. Small thing. It could be small thing for 1 mark, or it could be as big as this description. As big as this description, right? Probably, it is available in a Google class, right? You can go through and look at the use cases written. How beautifully use case is being written, right here, all of you. So I've taken you through one paragraph, right? That experience is enough. Now look into, 1 minute. I'll take you to the, see here, how beautifully it is being written. Student, professor, course catalog, register, right? They're all actors. Then look at that, view report card, register for course, login or sign up, select course to teach, right? Submit grades, right? Maintain professor or information. See, but please see that one, all these things you will write within a oval, not outside the oval. All of you look into that, you will be writing this right inside. And the actor, student, actor name will be written below that, okay, human body symbol. But the view report card is written inside the oval. Is this okay? Ashish and Arpita,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
What you do is you go through that one given and look into that. Can you identify this or not separately on a paper and compare your result with this? Probably this may be 10 marks for a bigger one, right? Because you have to read, comprehend that one, right? Then put that one. It's very simple. There is nothing great, okay, thing is involved in that, right? Shall I go to next one? Shall I go to next one? Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Only this flowchart kind of diagram will be of 10 marks.
But the description given will be 2 pages and all. You have to read it and then write it. And that description is a new description, not from textbook or not from the class. So it takes
Okay.
time. It takes a time. Output is simple, but you need to identify that one and put it here.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Right? You can expect a sure question. You don't say it's a flow chart. It's a use case diagram.
Okay.
This is one of the first thing that you have to do it when you are doing a project. You have a requirements. Some requirements, you need to capture all these things. This is also part of the requirement, part of the design, both. Have you identified use cases properly? Got it? Right? Then it will give an overall picture of the system in terms of services what provide. So maybe one more question. What is the use of use cases? What is the use of use case diagram in system design? Nadon, Ashish.
Yes.
What is the use of use case diagram in software development? The purpose of the use case diagram is to conceptualize the overall total services functionality provided by the system, so that each functionality you can take and try to elaborate that. Are you getting this? Any question on this? Now floor is open. I wanted each one of you, if you have anything to discuss, please get into this. There are many, Abhishek Pujari, Abdul Hassan, Akshata, right? There are many people, right? Amruta, right? Have you understood this? Anurag, right? Bharat, Bhargavi, Bhavana, okay? Dikshita, Dheeraj, Jatin, KS Aishwarya. I'm not taking attendance, right? So when you join industry, people will not take attendance. Real life, there is no attendance. It is only delivery. Task is given, do it. That's all. So any question here? So can we go through the second paragraph? Can we go through the second paragraph? Just a try?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Right. This is there in Google Class. Go through that. Right? And on a separate paper, without seeing the solution, please write everything and check it. Are you in line? Okay. Well, let's read. I'll read, okay, one complete sentence. Then Ashish and Arpita will tell. Ashish will tell actor. Arpita will tell use cases. Due to a decrease in federal funding, the college cannot afford to replace the entire system at once. The college will keep the existing course catalog database where all courses information is maintained. This database is in Ingress relational database running on DECVAX. Yes, okay. Up to this, are there any actor, Ashish?
No, sir. Or it might be only the college if
No.
other than that.
Look at that. Okay, look at that. Okay, the college will keep the existing course catalog database where all courses information is maintained. Course catalog, you are not developing it. For you, course catalog is available, and from that
Okay,
you will be
it's already-
reading. From that you are reading course information. So course catalog is a one actor. Ashish,
Oh,
which
okay,
provide
okay.
input to you. Yeah, you in the sense the system which you are developing. Anything else, Arpita? Any use cases?
No, sir.
That's good. Right? Course catalog, one actor we have identified. I'll further read. Fortunately, the college has invested in an open SQL interface that allows access to this database from the college Unix server. Anything? Ashish? Actor? Arpita? Use cases? No. No.
No.
Right? Right. Now look at that. Okay, access is through, not directly access. Access is not that services. Through something it will do. We will see that through something, right? The legacy system performance is rather poor, so the new system must ensure that access to the data on the legacy system occurs in a timely manner. Anything?
No, sir.
No. The new system,
No, sir.
new system will access course information. It will access course information. That's why course catalog will be an actor from the legacy database, but will not update it. No changes.
No change.
The registrar's office will continue to maintain course information through another system. Anything here? Last two line.
No, sir.
Maintain course information, okay, would have been, okay, use cases. But it is being done by another system, not the system which we are developing. So I don't consider it as a use case for my system. Clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So we have done it. Read the next paragraph. I will not read. Ashish, all of you will read and okay, note down actor and use cases. Ashish will tell actor list. Okay, and Arpita will tell use case list. Next paragraph. I will not read. I'll give 1 minute time. Time up.
I don't think there's.
Hey, student is there, no actor. Already we have identified, but yet you will be identifying this as an actor. It's a duplicate, but we'll keep it. Okay? Okay, understood.
Oh, okay.
Then course catalog is another actor.
Yes, sir.
Though we have identified that again.
Yes, sir.
Ashish, why?
Yes, yes.
You have taken a morning tea or not?
No, sir. I didn't consider this the first student there.
You have to take it. You have to take it. Okay? Okay, Arpita.
Request is an
Ah,
use case.
request a course catalog, right? Sometimes what happens is the use cases are not ready named things. You get it. You have to rename that. Request a course catalog. What for? Get course details, right? Get course details is the best use case name here. Arpita, do you agree?
Sir.
Get course details, okay, gets it from course catalog, right? Arpita, yeah, that's
Yes.
good. That's good. Right. Okay, will you please repeat it for this particular paragraph? I'll give you 2 minutes time. All participants, you have to do this exercise. Even if it is duplicate, yet you have to identify it here. Okay, Ashish, can we begin? Ashish, can we begin? I'll read
Yes.
one by one line. You tell. The new system
Yeah.
will allow the student to select 4 courses offering for coming semester. Then identify both Arpita and Ashish. Ashish,
Yes, sir.
student is an actor,
Yes, sir. Student is an actor.
right? Then
Selection of courses use case.
yeah, selection of course offerings, correct, right? Select course offering. It should be properly named. Then, in addition, each student is an actor, will indicate
Yes.
2 alternative choice in case the student cannot be assigned to a primary selection. It will be this particular, all these things will be part of, okay, selecting, okay, course offering. Select course offering, in that everything will come. Course offering will have a maximum of 10 students and a minimum of 3 students. They're all constrained on that use case. A course offering with fewer than 3 students will be cancelled. Right? Thus, right. Now tell me, any other thing? Use case here? Cancelling registration. Cancelling course offering is a use case.
Yes, sir.
Right. For each semester, there is a period of time that student is a actor, can change their schedule. Uh, there is some background noise. Mute, both all of you mute. Now look at that. There is a period of time that students can change. Students is an actor, can change their schedule. Change schedule is a use case. Student is an actor. Access the system during the time to add or drop courses. Okay. Add or drop courses. Okay. Add or drop courses. That is the use case. Once the registration process is completed for a student, the registration system sends information to billing system, right? Send information. Send registration information, right? To the student, okay, so that student can be billed. Generate bill, okay, is a use case. If a course fills up during the actual registration process, student must be notified of change. Notify change. Before submitting a schedule for processing, notify change. Submit bill, right? Users notify change. Got it? Yes. So in this way, in the examination, you all people have to read every line and identify, okay, what is the actor and what is the use cases, and one by one you write it. Reading is the only time. Once you read and understand it, right, then you will be generating something like that. You should be in the position to generate something like that, and easily you will get a marks, and usually you will have a Okay, 5 marks in inter exam, 10 marks surely in semester end exam, surely. So any comment on this particular diagram? Submit grades, select course to teach, register for a course, view report card, maintain professor information, maintain student information, close registration, notify. It's not necessary that this is the only correct and complete thing. You can keep on adding many other use cases. And if you find that use cases are too many, you can merge use cases. Okay? Yes. Any question at this stage? Ashish, any question at this stage?
So there's nothing in chat. Other than that, no questions.
Okay, right. So this is what we expect you to go through in the case study that's given in the textbook. I mean, sorry, in the Google class, right? So we are back now to the what is given in the textbook, right? So when you go through the use cases, you understand the whole system in terms of what functionality it provides. And we use two important things: extend and uses. These are the terms that we are seeing in this particular slide, along with how to do the packaging as a part of modular approach towards preparing use cases. Is that clear? Right. So in that case, I'll keep moving. Just a wait. Video has stopped functioning. I'll attach the new camera for this. Just a minute. I'll do it. And whatever the video I'm putting, they're all unedited. As it is, it goes without any editing that we do with all the noise. Intentionally I'm doing this because let it be like a classroom up here with all noise, whatever that we have. Right? Just a minute. Yeah. Now look at this particular use case. Right? Use case diagram that depicts extend and use relationship. Right? You can identify borrow books is there, get an interlibrary loans. You have seen return books, do research. Read book, do research. What kind of research? Why it is a use case? I don't know. Unless you have a description of library system, understanding is it a use case or not is not possible. Read books, newspaper. How can it be a use case? Right? Reading books and newspaper possible provided you have a digital versions of that is available. Please look into that. Right? Probably you may get this diagram and consider our traditional library available in the college, SDM college. Comment on this particular use case. What is that you comment? You are building a system. It is a software system. Read books and newspaper has to be functionality of the software which you are developing. In that case, reading books and newspaper has to be, newspaper book should be digitally made available. That's what is a comment. Hope you understand that. Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Right. Please look into that. Right. Arrow marks are not used here. Arrow marks are used only for extents and uses. This as per the textbook. As per the some other notation, different people uses different things. All right, no issues about that. Right. Now I will get into the details of the use case. Consider a particular use case, borrowing book, or consider in fact, withdraw money. I consider this use case. How do I pursue in the next stage? Having built the use case diagram to understand the functionality, how do I explore more so that things can go well? Withdraw money, I'll explore the all possible alternatives of the use cases in this way. Okay, please look the yellow patch, whatever I have written. For each scenario, right, you need to explore the possible flows in that, right? So start of use case, successful use case, end of the successful use case, and this start and end of successful use case may have many alternative, right, which will be a part of the failure of that use case. For example, right, now look at that withdrawal of money. See, when basic flow or successful flow is successful cash withdrawal. That's what you can see, successful cash withdrawal here. Okay. Then what all the possible failures of withdrawal of the money? Flow 1, 2 is ATM out of money, insufficient funds in ATM, incorrect pin, 2 tries left, incorrect pin, 1 try left, incorrect pin, 0 try left. All possible things you can visualize, right? Maybe your ATM card is stolen, ATM card is invalid, right? Then what not? Money is there in ATM, but sufficient money, what you are asking, is not there in your bank, in your account. In your account is the money is there, but in ATM money is not there. All kind of things, right? Visualization of all these things will help you in preparing test cases. Remember, right? How do we build a test case? That is the next topic. I think that we will take separately. How do we use cases in designing the test case? That is a topic of tomorrow's. And we use another thing called sequence diagram. And using this sequence diagram, how do we build test cases? Before any code is developed, all these test cases are being designed. How do we do it? Right, I'll share with you, and I'll create a separate session for this so that it can be used for your 7th semester software testing course, which right now your friends are going through. Right? This is just a concept. It is not a complete in all perspective. Right? You need to capture all perspective and try to code. Right? Try to visualize through different diagrams and all as a part of the design so that we will see it. But right now, is this okay? But anyhow, I'll repeat this in the next class, Monday. Don't miss it. Ashish and Arpita will stop here at this point. I don't want to take to the next concept of software testing here.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yes.
The question may be, right, how do my use cases will help you, right, in developing a test case? The use cases are extended, to create a different flows. And how do we represent it? All these possible flows we represent using activity diagram. And for every possible flow, right, we go for what is called as, right, test case design. Every possible flow. And that becomes a complete. Okay. So shall we stop here now? We'll continue this from this point again. Right? From this point again,
Yes.
we'll continue.
Sir,
Right?
sir,
Uh,
sir, today we have that Accenture program, time to excel in Accenture.
go ahead. Go ahead. As
Training organized by CIII, sir.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. At what time
So
it is there?
it's at 9 a.m., sir. Will classes be scheduled?
No. You tell all your teachers if it is scheduled through CIII, right? Classes will not be there, but everyone should attend that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sir.
You please tell to all your class teachers.
Yes, okay, sir. It's from 9 to 11, and then 11:30 to 1:30.
In that case, how can class can go? All of you attend. Please attend so that it is going to help you. Don't sleep. Don't waste your time. Right? CR, please inform all your course teacher in advance. Okay, inform the other division. Okay, Ankit also. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Immediately do it now. I'll stop. Okay, but before that, let me get into number of students participated is 44. It is less. Right? I don't know what other people are doing. Right? Thus.
Yes, we'll take care of it.
Yeah, please take care of that. Okay.
Yes,
With this,
yes.
we end the meeting. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, okay.
Right. Bye.
Thank you.